What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stevie the Black. That's STEVEE, the Black. I'm back, and I'm here for another Monday Night Raw review today. Oh man, Raw was legit last night, man. Raw was legit last night. I love it. Raw was awesome, man. Raw was awesome. There was only one thing bad with the show, but other than that, everything else was completely fine. It was a great episode, so let's just get into it, okay? So Raw kicks off with the Fatal 4-Way Forum. All four people competing in the Fatal 4-Way later in the main event for the Universal title in the ring. So we got Seth Rollins, Big Cass, Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, and they're each talking about why they're going to win the Universal Championship. And it was so funny because Kevin Owens was acting like such a nice guy in the beginning and everything, and then he was like, oh, that's not what you wanted? I thought that's what you wanted when you said all this stupid stuff up. And then he really went into why he was going to win. And then when it was Roman Reigns' turn to talk, all he did was fight. He smacked Kevin Owens in the face or punched him, whatever, and the brawl broke out from there. And you can see the crowd kind of cheering when it was Big Cass and it was Roman Reigns in there. It was awesome. Awesome moment. So I gave that a B because it was just, its job was to promote the Fatal 4-Way for the title. The funny thing is I actually forgot there was a Fatal 4-Way until it was almost time for Raw. Like, ain't there supposed to be a Fatal 4-Way today for the title? So I forgot, but this reminded me real quick. Let's do this. So next, we got Chris Jericho taking on Neville, and the match was also good, so I gave that a B as well. But the thing I don't understand is this, right? Chris Jericho is in WWE. He's part-time, just like most of the other veterans are now. And here's the thing, right? Chris Jericho gets the most wins out of any veteran that's currently competing right now, besides The Undertaker, because, he comes, he wins, he leaves. With the exception of last year when he lost at, a Hell in a Cell. But we got Mark Henry, we got The Big Show, and we got Kane. Now, they're in the WWE more than Chris Jericho is, but Chris Jericho seems to win more than all three of them. And so I'm watching Chris Jericho, I'm thinking Neville's going to beat him. Jericho's going to put Neville over, right? And then he wins, which I'm fine with. It's just, I'm thinking, well, wait, they let Jericho win, but they don't let Henry win? They let Jericho win, but they don't let Kane win? They let Jericho win, but they don't let well, actually, I don't really care about the Big Show winning, but still. It's like, you let him, it's mostly for me, Mark Henry. When's the last time we see Mark Henry win something? Literally. It's been maybe forever. Maybe the last time he won something was when it involved the Big Show. Other than that, that's it. So it's like, he wins, but they don't? Like, it boggled my mind. It really did. But I gave it a B otherwise because the match looked great. And even though Neville lost, he looked great when he lost. You stupid idiot. Nah, this way. Alright, so next we got Nia Jax taking on Hyen? I don't even know how to pronounce her name. It started with an H or something like that. But, it was a jobber match, so I gave it a C for what it was. Nothing really else I can say about it, really. Just a jobber match for Nia Jax. But, I'm really hoping this does end soon because I really am getting sick and tired of it. So, just saying. Next, we had Sami Zayn taking on Jinder Mahal. And I'm like, what's the point of Jinder Mahal coming back? So he can be a jobber? Apparently, because he's lost 2 matches. He lost against Neville and he's lost against Sami Zayn. So, again, wasn't nothing to sneeze, wasn't nothing to talk about, but good job for Sami Zayn. But what happened later in the night, you can be darn sure that we know who will be #1 contender pretty soon. Alright, so next we had the New Day taking on, and Bayley taking on the Club, or Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson and Dana Brooke. And again, the match was great for what it was, exciting. That move where Kofi Kingston went like this and jumped off the rope, over the rope, was a nice move. It looked like he missed at first, but he did. Luke Gallows did catch him, and Bayley got the win for the team. So, love it. Um, Obviously, we're still heading toward Clash of Champions, where the club will most likely take on the New Day and beat them. I'm still on the fence of Big E turning on them. Somebody turning on somebody in the New Day. I don't know. But then again, like I said, if they wouldn't promote the cereal if they planned on breaking the New Day up soon. So, that's just me. But then again, they did have the Y2AJ shirts for like a day or like a week before they broke up. So, I'm just saying. But the New Day is different. Next, we had Sheamus versus Cesaro, and I gave the match a B+. I'm going to be honest, I really didn't want to see this match, because after seeing them face 2 weeks in a row, and then see them face at SummerSlam, I was like, I'm just tired of seeing them fight, you know? They always put on a great match when they fight each other, and that's or wrestle each other, that's no doubt. But I'm just like, I'm tired of seeing this match, and I'm like, I bet you Sheamus is going to win. And Sheamus did win, and he's up 2-0. So here's what I'm thinking, right? So it was broken on WWE.com that Sheamus had injured Cesaro. So I don't know if it's real injury or if it's like with Big E's injury where he was injured. But let's just go with right now that he's injured. I can see WWE doing what happened with the Warriors and the Cavs this past finals. The Warriors were up 2-0. Then the Cavs came. Then Cavs came back, dominated Game 3. Then the Warriors won Game 4. Then the Cavs won Game 5. And Game 6? Yeah, Game 6. And then Game 7. So that's what I'm thinking. It's going to happen. And during that, even though I don't want this to happen, it could be it could be a double turn, really, if you think about it. Because I've been hearing for a while that the WWE wants to turn Sheamus face. And Cesaro has a great fan base. You know, the Cesaro section, so there's no reason to turn him heel. Especially with Kevin Owens as the I spoiled it. I'm so sorry. But even still, with the fact that what happened later in the night, it wouldn't make sense to turn Cesaro heel. And so I'm seeing it like this, right? Obviously, Sheamus is up 2-0. Cesaro comes back, he wins the third match. Sheamus wins match number 4. And you're thinking, oh man, maybe Cesaro might lose this. Sheamus only needs one more match. Just exactly like the Warriors. And then Cesaro wins the rest of the matches straight. But at that last match is when the devil's turn happens. Because Cesaro is more aggressive. He wants it bad enough. He wants to beat Sheamus. He wants that title opportunity. So obviously the double turn happens. He's heel. He's Sheamus' face. Obviously I don't want that to happen. I want Cesaro to win the series. But I don't want the double turn to happen because no one likes Sheamus, and even if he turns face, I don't think anyone would like him anyway. So, we'll definitely see what goes on, but if that's how it turns out, I'll be fine, but not fine with it, if you kind of get what I'm saying. Again, I'm sorry I spoiled it, but now you know, unfortunately. Next, Strowman versus Americo, which was a Lucha guy in a mask, Lucha Libre, and he lost real quick. Another squash match, jobber match, whatever you want to call it. Again, nothing really I can say about it, so I gave it a C. Nothing was wrong with it. Next, we have the Paul Heyman segment with Stephanie McMahon, where he's supposed to come out and explain Brock Lesnar's actions. If you've been following up with the story, everything that's supposed to happen happened, and the match, the only thing is that Randy Orton bled more than he was supposed to, and he didn't find out about the plan until he got to the arena that day of SummerSlam. I obviously know he's not doing that again. I wouldn't do that again. But if you saw the news, you also know that September 9th or September 24th, I believe it is, in Chicago, I think, it's a rematch between Brock Lesnar and Randy Orton. It says WWE Live, but that's just for a live event. What they need to put that on the network so we can see the rematch. Who wins that, I don't know. Probably Brock Lesnar. But still, the rematch is happening. As for the Paul Heyman segment, you know, it really wasn't that interesting. And the fact that Stephanie McMahon accepted Paul Heyman's apology the way she did lets me know again that it's still going to be, they're still building up Lesnar versus Shane McMahon, obviously Lesnar versus Smackdown Live, which, if you saw my video last week of Brock Lesnar versus Smackdown Live storyline, you need to check it out. It's going to be in the description below. I promise it will be this time because, you know, I told you, I've used my phone and sometimes I forget to put the video link in the description below, but I will do that immediately after the video is done. So, My Brock Lesnar versus Smackdown Live storyline will be in there. Check it out. It is an amazing storyline. I am proud of it, and I love it. So, other than that, I gave the segment a C plus because it was alright, but it wasn't. I mean, Paul Heyman has phenomenal mic skills, obviously, but it wasn't one of his more interesting pieces of work, I should say. Next, Titus O'Neil versus Darren Young, and again, nobody cares about this match, this feud, so I gave it a D. I didn't care, so I didn't even watch it, I don't think. So, next, we had the Fatal 4-Way for the WWE Universal Championship, and the match was awesome. Just as the crowd was saying, this is awesome. It was awesome, but if the ending had not occurred, I would have gave it a B plus because it was good and there were a lot of good moments in it, but it wasn't really nothing. I was like, oh my god, that match was awesome. It was legit. But what happened at the end is what made me love this. So Roman Reigns is dominating Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens. And the funny thing before I get into that is I was wondering who's going to get eliminated first. I'm thinking, I don't know, because who's going to be the final two? Because again, we didn't know that Triple H was going to come out. But he ended up did. And obviously, Big Cass got eliminated first, which I think was all the obvious choice. He looked strong, but then combination of everybody attacking him, was just too much, so he got beat. Then I'm thinking, okay, obviously Kevin Owens is going next, and this is going to be Reigns and Rollins. But no, Reigns was dominating Rollins. Reigns was dominating Owens. I'm thinking, okay, looks like Roman Reigns is going to win. And I said, what would be awesome is Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, the switch. You make Roman Reigns the big dog. Well, he's already the big dog. You make him the big heel of Raw, and then Finn Balor can come back and beat him, right? Obviously, it still works in his favor because the crowd already boos him anyway. Then, obviously, you already know how I feel about Roman Reigns turning heel because I'm a Roman Reigns fan. But anyway, so the Roman Reigns is about to beat up Seth Rollins some more. Triple H comes out, pedigrees Roman Reigns. I'm thinking, no! Not no because he's going to lose. But no, because I didn't want to see another match between Roman Reigns and Triple H. I'm like, no, I don't want to see another match. You need to tell me the feud's not over. It's not over. They're still fighting each other. I don't want to see another match. So he puts it back in the ring. Seth Rollins, 1, 2, 3. And I'm thinking, okay, that's it. There's another Roman Reigns versus Triple H match at WrestleMania or Survivor Series or Royal Rumble or whatever. Then he goes over against Kevin. I was like, no, you can't do this. You can't do this. Seth Rollins is smiling. He's like, I'm going to be champion. I'm thinking, you know what would be cool? Is if Triple H turned on Seth Rollins and helped Kevin Owens. And then, boom, just like that, as soon as I started. See, that's how I know I'm the genius, man, because I was like, it'd be so cool if that happened. And then it happened. I was like, oh my god. I was like, I love it. I have no problem with Kevin Owens being a champion. The crowd was chanting after he won, you deserve it, and he does. He's a hard worker. And the thing is, here's the thing. We all know that wrestling is predetermined. They tell you who's going to win and how it's going to go down. They practice the whole entire match before the show, I believe. I'm not sure on that, but I think they do. And it's not, and usually the thing is, you're going to win the belt, but it's not until you actually hold that belt into your hand. It's like a surreal moment. Ric Flair, I believe it was Ric Flair, said there were two things in wrestling that are real. When you win your first world championship, or in this case, universal championship, and when you retire. Because those two moments, you know what's going to happen, but until that moment actually happens, you cannot believe it. So this look on Kevin Owens' face when he was holding that championship and he was looking at it, it was like, bruh, he did deserve it. Now, the question is whether or not he's going to hold on to Mania until Finn comes back. I don't know, but it's possible. It's very possible. See, the big thing is, people like Kevin Owens, even though he's a heel. People like Kevin Owens. So you're going to have to do something that's really going to make people hate Kevin Owens. What that is, I have no clue. But with what happened between Triple H and Seth Rollins, obviously Rollins is heading toward the face turn. And both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins have a point. Triple H cost them the match. They can have a match on Raw. That main event, Rollins wins the main event. And he goes on to face Kevin Owens at Clash of Champions. But, bro, the face on Foley and Stephanie, man, was priceless. She was like, what the heck are you doing here? I didn't know this was going to happen. It makes me want to tune in next Monday night to find out what's up. find out what's happening, find out why Triple H did what he did to Seth Rollins, to his protege, to the man, as he called him one time. Why did he do what he did? And it's gonna be legit. Yo, SmackDown is. There's no way SmackDown can top this. Literally no way. I mean, the only way that SmackDown can top this is if Daniel Bryan comes out straight and says, I can wrestle again. The WWE will allow me to wrestle again. That is the only way that the WWE, SmackDown Live, can top this. Because I don't see any other way that they will. Raw has dominant roster, and right now Raw is kicking SmackDown Live's butt. Because of what's been going down, man. So, that's pretty much been the video for today. Obviously, I gave that last segment an A+. It was awesome. I'm still talking about it, thinking about it. It was just an awesome moment. Can't wait to tune in next Monday to find out why Triple H did what he did. It's going to be awesome. Let me know in the comments below, though. Why do you think Triple H betrayed Seth Rollins and helped Kevin Owens win? You know, I was thinking about it. I was like, maybe he's mad at Stephanie for choosing Mick Foley over him. I don't know. Maybe, who knows? But that's my opinion. It's a very weak opinion, but it's my opinion. But if you have something, let me know in the comment section down below. And this week is WWE week on Stevie the Black's channel. Because today, obviously, the Raw review. Tomorrow, the Smackdown live review. And then I got 2 videos of the best heels in the WWE. And the best faces in the WWE. Also, finally, I will give you my NFC East prediction video. It's so funny because every time I try to give you the video, my phone gets hot and it cuts off and it stops recording. It's like they don't want me to do the video. But I will do it for you on Friday. So look for that. Friday, I give you my word. Woo! Raw was exhausted, man. I got exhausted again just talking about it. But see, this is why I love WWE. Stuff like that happens is why I love it. It's why I watch it. It's why you guys love it. It's why you guys watch it. Awesomeness. So, until next time, because later today it will be a breaking news video. I got some things to talk about. So, if you're not down with that, I've just got 2 words for you. Peace out.